So, time to do another demo again. Take you through some of the recent changes that I've made to the Cheatar. I wasn't really happy with how difficult it was to change keys, which made it difficult to play an actual song, which is kind of the whole point of this. And I also was a little disappointed that you actually had to have a MIDI instrument to really try it out, at least on the input end. So I did a few things this week. I simplified the way that the guitar key that you're in is represented and the way that you can change that. And then I also made it so that you can actually play the interface. You still need MIDI output, and today I'm going to be demoing with Main Stage, which has a very nice acoustic guitar kind of sample thing, as you would expect. So I'll just show you, right now I'm in D minor. So the new process is to change a key. There's a change key button. I'm still figuring out where I'm going to put this, but you'll see that when I lock that in, then the next note that I hit, instead of playing it, switches the key, which means that you can pretty easily jump around. The other features is typically you're switching between for example, I'll show you the song that I tend to play. Okay, I'll change again to C major, and I can change to minor using that control up there. So one of the songs I play, you tend to want to switch from C sharp minor to A major, and you can see A major is already listed, and you'll see that when I change the key, it changes not only to A but to A major, and C sharp minor is still there to switch back to. So you can set up this nice kind of wheel of keys that you're switching between, and at least for the songs that I've tried so far, it makes it pretty easy for me to jump around. And then of course there's many songs that don't have any changes at all, and then the trick is figuring out which key it's in. So I'm actually starting to buy a few books of guitar tab chord books with the idea of figuring out how to make that easier, and then also starting to work on strum patterns, which right now don't really work, but eventually will give you the ability to do a range of styles instead of just playing top to bottom every time. So I thought I'd give you, as I tend to do, a quick performance, and I'm going to play you the opening and the chorus of Benson, Arizona from Dark Star, John Carpenter's first film. So let me change to the correct chord, which is D minor. So change key, D major, change the scale to minor. There's other scales, but I had to pare it down. Anyway, so now you see we're in the correct key, and I can actually play on screen. I'm not going to use my keyboard for this one. Had to scroll down to the chorus here. So all the keys that are sticking, you can see here, I think that's a factor of my Apple quote-unquote magic trackpad, which is starting to stick. I may have to take it apart again. But I wanted to show you another feature here. I'm going to use the tab key. I can actually play, I'll probably add arrow controls to navigate between, but right now you can tab between them, and you also can change the key. I had to do a lot of refactoring to make this possible. I still need to change the focus so that it's preserved after a re-render. But previously there were a lot of it re-rendered for everything, including playing a note. and now it doesn't. It's still a little more difficult to navigate between things, but the idea is that you can also be playing with a keyboard. So right now I've also got a keyboard hooked up, and actually it's much lower, just so that's why it sounded a little different. Anyway, so that's the progress for this week. I'll probably work on strum patterns, and then getting some of the other scales to work, and then I'm going to start actually just playing with it on the real instrument, reading some guitar chords, and seeing what I can do to make it possible to play the kind of songs that I want to play. So anyway, I'm having fun with it, and I hope you enjoyed the video.